And I'm back with another video. That's right. Today I'm gonna do a little story. Kai and like he didn't want to take me at the time. I'm 15, he's 16, and it was a 1980 job. That was a summer job. After that job, I started working at Odyssey Fun World. Now I'm in the birds, so I'm living in the. I came out this one. I'm like, no, I'm finna go. Well, when I got that come out, but ask your moms, ask your dad, or just go on YouTube. And I used to see those books, or like going to store my mom's. I used to go right over there to the bookstore, book part, man. He was like, yeah, I'm in the car club, and he was like, man, if you want to come, you can come with me. Pull up, and next thing you know, it's like a whole. And it's crazy, you know what? Cause I don't even see those cars no more out here. I all got crushed or something. What? But anyway, it's all lined up. At the end, past that light, it always was something that car clubs you in it for strength and numb. I was at Washington Park, and it's like, man, your car nice, it's raw, and don't get me wrong, probably less than that, I ended up buying my first Chevy, and this is why I say, like, if you're not from Chicago, hear me, we don't have potholes, we have craters. I went to family members' houses, but like, it was like straight shots and shit. Pothole, and I thought I ended up was going on a flat tire. I thought all the air up, wake them up, hey, I'm out here in the park for have my own crib out there. In the car, changing the tire. After that, I called shorty, that was dead, whatever. The guy tells me, I ain't gonna say, oh man, they got it on the back order. So when that rim is gonna be, I paid that man that money up front, and he spent my money or whatever. Tell me that guy finally called me and said, you're painted. I ended up getting a two-tone that was blue and gray. So I ended up getting that, and then I ended up alert, like, make a little noise, and then let me know, like, okay. On top of that, like, I got an alarm on it. I'm like, boy, somebody stole my nail, you know, because like anytime I gotta see how they got my car. So when I got to my car, got me another alarm put on there, and this switch or something like that. One of those things put a low jack. I got a low jack put on with the rims. I sold those, and I ended up getting another set of 20. Thing was is that they was all on. So I bought them from him, and I took them to Buddy, and Buddy was like, man, his gun messed up. I'll get it done tomorrow, and you can come pick up in his shop. I'm like, I'll give you the money for your rims. So I know they cost a lot of money, and I'm gonna give you the money. So I end up buying another set, but like, then I was like, you know what? Screw this. I just said, you know what? I just 30s. I was gonna go get 30s. I actually got a set of 30s, but I ended up got on YouTube. I'm in American Gangster video with Twister. Chicago, you remember this song? It's called "There was some other female that had to do the video shoot with her." I ended up getting the Lamborghini doors put on it, cause that's when Lamborghini doors came out. So like a couple of TV series shows like Breaking Bad, and they put in the car. We had this gold paper, so I could park anywhere downtown. Found out the person that took a picture in the front of my car was Michael Bay, cause that little security thing was just like it wasn't cutting it or whatever. Well, I end up taking that money. It was like, but anyway, like I said, I'm leaving out of there. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I am on my way back to my sister's house. So on my way leaving from out of there, I end up going on Craigslist. I'm on my phone. I'm walking back over there to her house, and I'm on Craigslist. So I'm looking at some cars. I'm like, I'm gonna get me a car. It was a blessing. So I end up messaging this one guy. He had a Buick Regal LS 2007. I end up messaging this 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. 1 o'clock a.m. So soon as I get in the house, at my sister's house, and I sit down, sometime as soon as these buns hit the seat, that man replied. He was like, yeah, I still got it, it's available and all that. So I was like, can I call you? And I called. He was like, sure. I called him. I don't know why. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, but I guess he felt like he wanted to talk. So I called him, and I was like, look, man, I got $2,300 right now cash, bro. I will come and get that car right now. And he was like, you sure? And I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, you come right now, you can get it for $2,300. I called up my friend. I'm like, hey, look, I'll give you some gas money, and I'll throw a little bit of money in your pocket if you take me to go pick up this car. They came, grabbed me, shot all the way out there. I'm telling you, it was like an hour and a half drive. Get out there, test drive the car, go around the block or whatever. I'm like, okay, this boy is clean. No rips, no rust, no none of that. Low miles on it. It's like 109 miles on it. But a price, I'm like, I gotta get this. And I end up was like, okay, I'll take it. He signed the title. I signed the title in front of him. I don't know, like, it's gonna be mine. He gave me a bill of sale. Counted the money out in front of him. BS you not. When I gave that man that money, that man was like, oops, I'm gonna go to the bar. And he walked off. He just walked off, and shout out to that man who sold me that car. Appreciate it. It was a nice car. So I got the car, go back, get back to the crib the next day, I'll go register. So I got bands now, I got some bands on me. So I end up going over my nephew house that day. After I get my plates, I'll go over there, and I don't know, it seemed like it was meant to happen. I get over there, and he's like, man, I think he had just got laid off from his job or something like that, and he had to pay his rent. And he was like, man, I'm trying to sell these rims, man. He had some 22-inch choppers. He was like, I'm trying to sell these rims. So I'm already looking for some rims. I'm like, I gotta get some rims, because that's how I roll. I don't get cars, and I just they gotta have some shoes on. So I'm like, how much you selling them for? How much you want for them? He like, man, I need 600. I'm like, 600, huh? Okay. Give me 2 hours, I'll be right back. So I already had the money on, but I'm like, you know what? I want to be able to hold on to this. I'd rather see if I can make this, see how good my luck is. So I go back to the casino, y'all. Back, when I mean, I go back to this place. But this time I go in there with lesser than what I had from the original time. I go in there with $50. That's right, $50. I stayed there for 2 hours. In 2 hours, I walked back out of that boat. I had $2,300 from that $50, so $2,350. I had more than that, but I ended up putting like $600 up to like, man, I hit this and I'm gone. I was basically trying to get up that 3 bands at that time. I was like, let me get 3 bands. That way, right there, I just replenished all the money I got back. I got $6,000 now. So 2 hours, I come back, I buy the rims from him. Boom. So now I got a set of 22s that fit right on the car. So now I got that. So that was what's that, like my 6th car or something like that? 5th car? Okay. So that car, because I gotta tell you why I ain't got these cars no more, and and how I got to the car that I'm at now. So I end up putting the car in my sister's name because my license was suspended at the time. I ain't had no license. Again, they took my license. I ain't get my license until I was 18, because when I had got the car when I was 15, I get pulled over. I went to jail for that shit. But so yeah, make sure you guys get y'all license before you drive. And if you ain't got your license, then you need to go claim your sovereign so you can be able to drive. Actually, it's not even drive, it's called traveling. Alright? So I end up I was out there in Joliet and my sister wanted to go to the store. Now I'm at my other sister's house and I'm like, all right, okay, cool. She was like, I gave her a key because the car was in her name, and just in case you know what I'm saying, like I'll leave and go with somebody, hop in the car with them, and I might need to get away from them or some type. She can come pick me up in my car, whatever. Plus, I think she didn't have a car at the time either. No, she didn't have a car. So, me, I'm like, my car, your car, sis. You put it in your name, and I appreciated that. So, shout out to you, sis. But she ended up going, because she wanted to go get her kids something to eat. So she was going to get some tacos from all the stuff for tacos, whatever, So she went and got that, I guess. And on her way back, a person didn't stop at a stop sign and came out into main traffic, and she hit them. And they was in I think like an F-150. She hit them so hard that their car flipped over. My car was totaled. I didn't care about the car. All I was worried about was her. And she was like, she was so mad that she was so like upset that she thought I was gonna be mad because my car was totaled. But I was like, I ain't even worried about that. So she was good. She was straight. She walked away with no scratches. So insurance paid for it. I ended up getting after that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break on cars because something's going on. It's telling me like I don't need a car right now. I may need to stay on foot or whatever may be the case. So down the line, I ended up getting another car. Got a BMW, but then that, I ain't even get a chance to put nothing on it. I ain't do nothing to it. I was like, you know what, I got that car, and I was just like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna keep this as regular. Like, see how this works for me. Just no rims, no bang, just regular car, be average, or whatever may be the case. But that car messed up. And all your BMWs, y'all suck. But y'all do make some pretty looking cars, but y'all cars cost so much money. That is my second BMW. I don't even want to go until like prices on y'all maintenance on it. But after that, I just took a break, and then just started working. I was using my sister's car or whatever. And I said, like, I always had cars, but I never had a truck. And I said, when I get my first truck is gonna be a Range Rover. Did I get a Range Rover? Absolutely motherfucking right. First car, first truck was a Range Rover. I got me a Range Rover, and I was loving it. The air suspension on it, I'm talking about, when I mean these vehicles, if you ever had a Range Rover, you ever drove in one of them, the one I had, it was like a 2011. It was blue with them air shocks on it. It rides so good, so smooth. The radio system in it, it would beat so hard that you wouldn't think that you got sounds in the trunk. But I had it for a short period of time because before I could even get a chance to put rims on it, because it was 30s going on that. But before I think I had it for like 30 days. I was on my way to work, stopping to grab me something to eat, some jerk chicken. You hear me? And I get out the truck, but I hear like this noise, like air coming out. And I'm like, I look at my tires. I'm like, man, somebody right here finna come out gonna be pissed. They gonna be mad because they got a flat tire. They gonna have a flat tire. So I get my food. I get back on the expressway. I'm on my way to work. Now, while I'm driving, I see two females out of my peripheral. I'm like, okay, they like waving and stuff, like waving. And I'm like, okay, like, oh, so I turn around, I wave back. I'm like, so one of the girls, like, she pointing down like, hey. The whole time, when I'm in the truck, I just feel a lot of pressure on my left side, like I'm leaning against the door. Come to find out, the air shocks on the driver's side went out on the front and the back. So I'm like, all right, let me call around, let me see how much it's gonna cost to get fixed or convert it over to springs. Just to get those air shocks on one side was $3,000, y'all. And what they told me when I called the dealership, because it could only go to the dealership and get it, nobody else is doing it. You can't go to your local mom-pop shop and get that done. It ain't happening. You gotta go to the dealership. They told me that if one side of your air shocks go out, you need to replace the other one because in a short period of time, the other side is gonna go out. So it is just, you might as well just go ahead and replace both sides. So that bill came out to almost $7,000. I ain't even had this truck, not even a whole 30 days. I took it back. You ain't finna get me. You ain't finna sell me a lemon. Nah, I'm good. So I took it back and I end up like, I'm mad because this is my dream truck. Like my first truck that I said if I ever get, I'm gonna get it. But I wanted the old Range Rover. I wanted the old one. I didn't want the new one, but I mean, like, might as well. So I end up taking it back and I end up trading it back in and I got a Lincoln. So now I got a Lincoln truck and I'm like, shout out to Lincoln. Y'all make some good vehicles. It was comfortable. It was leather seats, heated seats, TV in it, flip down, power trunk, all that stuff. Clean, low miles on it, everything. Ride good. So I got that, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hook it up. So I ended up going to get some 28s. Put some 28s on my Lincoln truck. Lincoln MKX. I had that and had it for like 2 years, and the engine messed up. So got rid of that. And then after that, I ended up going to get the original Range Rover that I wanted. I went and got me a 98 Range Rover. And I ended up putting some 26-inch choppers on it. So I think I'm at like number 8 on the vehicles. So then after that, that's when I just was like, you know what? I'm loving trucks, but the Range Rover, I don't know. It was just giving me problems. It was an old car. It was like 18 years old or something like that. Shit. Probably older than you. You never know. But after that, I was like, you know what? Let me give me something that I can like flip around. I can change it up. And I was just on Car Gurus, and I ended up seeing a Jeep. But I was gonna go to it. No, actually, not the Jeep. I was looking at a Hummer. So I was gonna get me an H2, the big one. And because one of the guys at one of my jobs I was working at, he had one of those. So I was like, I'm gonna give me one of them, but I'm gonna put some 30s on it. I was like, I'm gonna put some 30s on it. Whip the fifth wheel on the back. So I was trying to save up money to get this truck. And then what made me say no, and I backed out on it, is because when that man told me how many miles he get off the gallon, and gas was like $4. I was like, nah. To fill that up, it'd be like $140. You know what I'm saying? And then it burns like it's water in the tank. So I was like, what's next? So I was like, you know what? I end up finding my baby, my Jeep. Got my Jeep. So found one. Took me a minute. Took me a whole year almost to find one that was affordable and a good price range for me. So found one and immediately went out there. I think I went to Rochelle, Illinois. Went out there, test drove it. Just like, yes. Only thing about it, I was like, at the time, I was like, man, I wish there was a hard top on it, but it came with a soft top. So I ended up getting the vehicle. Boom. So now I'm like, okay, I got a set of 26-inch choppers, and I'm like, man, could these go on there? So I ended up trying to put them on there, but it didn't fit on there, so I ended up having to get adapters. I ended up putting adapters on there, and it went on there. I thought it was gonna vibrate or shake or anything like that, but it didn't. It was riding good, smooth. Like, it was riding like I didn't have any rims on it. It rolled like it was just a regular tire still on it. So I was like, you know what? I started doing on YouTube, I started looking at videos, and I'm like, man, let me see if I see anybody with a Jeep with 30s on it. And then I started seeing a whole bunch of videos with people with Jeeps with 30s on it. And I was like, you know what? Everybody got 30s on there, so like, it's gonna be no different. So I was like, you know what? How about I just go up a notch? Let me go to 32s. So I checked on YouTube, and I think I seen like 2 people that had a Jeep with like 32s on it. And I was like, you know what? There we go. 32s on the Jeep. And most of them people are in the South. If somebody else got a Jeep on 32s, they up in the Midwest, post it. Let us see it, because I haven't seen it. Everybody else, they in the South. So that's where we at now. Now I got the Jeep. Who's to say what's next, what's coming next? But right now I got the Jeep, and just want to let y'all know a little story about like how I got into this, how many cars I done went through, what kind of cars I done had, and why I don't have those cars no more, how I have this car that I have now, the vehicle that I have now. But I hope y'all like the video, man. I know it's been a long video, but it's story time. So with that all being said, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that post notification bell, join Monty on 32s. Make sure y'all drop a comment below, all right? Oh yeah, one more thing. I want to give a shout out. To a little fella. He's a subscriber, man. He goes to my daughter's school. His name is, I think it's Kanye YT. Kanye YT. So check him out. It's right there, all right? So appreciate the support, little man. Keep it up, man. I know you're doing your thing, all right? Oh, yeah, and another thing. I'm going to be doing my first giveaway. Make sure y'all tuning in, man, because you're going to be eligible to get it. You got to, what it's going to be a console. It's going to be out of PlayStation, a Nintendo Switch, or Xbox One S. And I'm going to get that away. I'm going to do that giveaway when I get 1,000 subscribers. So y'all got to make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. Share this video. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only going to get better for me. While y'all tuning in, appreciate the love, joining the family, rocking with your boy, and I'm out. Gang.